Good morning on a very chilly and snowy morning here in Birmingham, and almost anywhere else in the UK actually. Thank you for joining me, whether you join me live or whether you're watching the archive recording at a time convenient for you. Welcome, it's lovely to have your company. Okay, so I've said that today's video is going to be about keeping you warm physically but chilled mentally. And the idea that these kind of very gentle movements can physically keep you warm might seem a little bit counterintuitive. But what you're doing with the movements is helping to move your internal energy around in your body. And basically, whenever energy moves around in anything, it tends to generate heat. And certainly, if I can be running a live, in-person class, and you only need one or two people, even in a relatively large room, and you can actually start to feel quite warm, even in the middle of winter. This is why, if anyone ever comes to my live classes, I say, look, wear layers, even if it's cold, wear layers, because it is quite common halfway through the session to think, oh, I'm getting really hot. And, you need to remove something. So, as you know, normally I will be wearing a t-shirt and a scarf and maybe a cardigan on top. Obviously, you can see I'm not wearing my normal t-shirt today. That is because it is absolutely freezing here. And my central heating decided not to work overnight. So the house is a little bit colder than usual. So I am actually wearing something that's going to keep me physically warm. As well as, just moving my chi around. You do have to have reasonable expectations. But one of the things that I've encountered during my journey with Qigong is I came across a Taoist-based meditation, thanks to the glories of Amazon Prime. And in this meditation, the person leading it describes how that techniques that she uses in the meditation, which basically is just visualizing your energy moving around your body, is actually well recognized among Taoists of being a way of keeping yourself warm. Which brings me on to another aspect of Qigong, which is that what you do with your mind is as important to directing your energy where you want it to go as what you're doing with your breath. So that's why you will sometimes hear me talk about, imagine that you're breathing out through your arms, imagine you're breathing energy along your arms. That is actually an important part of Qigong, because it's helping you focus your mind on where you want the energy to go. So, the other thing that I would like to talk about this morning, and again, it's partly to do with what I'm wearing today, is obviously I do have a special set of clothes that I use to run my classes. It's a set of clothes that I choose for various reasons, mainly because they're practical. But I know that you can need to do the movements of Qigong anytime, whatever you're wearing. So partly I'm wearing these very different clothes to normal, partly for physical comfort reasons for me here at this end of the camera, but also to show you at the other end of the camera that you can, in fact, you be wearing anything when you do Qigong. Maybe shoes can be an issue, because obviously if you're wearing incredibly high heels, you are not going to be able to get the proper posture, so just kick your shoes off. But it doesn't matter whether you're wearing a sloppy jeans and t-shirt or the poshest outfit for a society wedding. You can do Qigong. You might not be able to do all the moves, but you can do something. And that's the important thing that I want you to take away from these classes, is that you can do something every day in your day-to-day life. You don't need to have me telling you what to do, because the more you practice, the better you will get. And what I'm trying to do with these classes is just give you a slightly deeper knowledge of what to do, so that you actually get the best and most effective benefit from what you do. Okay, I'm now going to step back from the camera, and I will lead you through the normal Qigong moves. And as you're doing them, I would like to try and concentrate on two things. First of all, the physical aspects of your posture, and keeping your back straight, and trying to keep your core muscle, your core abdominal muscles. You can't see them because I'm sitting down, but I will demonstrate when I stand up. Trying to keep your core abdominal muscles engaged to help keep your posture as good as it can be. And the other thing is using your mind and your imagination to help move the energy where you want it to go, so that you can get used to the idea of calling on your energy to use when you need it. So, take a moment to get yourself into a good posture. That's feet the hip width apart, feet parallel, and both facing completely forward. Try to get your hips, knees and toes all in line. Have your back nice and straight. Have your neck nice and straight. And your knees very slightly bent. And just take a moment. Just stand in this posture and take a moment. Just breathe. And just check that your body is completely happy. If you've got any particular emotional or mentally based reason for doing this set this morning, get your mind focused on the feeling that you want to feel at the end of the session. And then with your next in-breath, slowly let your hands float up in front of you, high as you can get in one breath, and then as you breathe out, just let them sink back down. Find your own breath and your own rhythm. Don't have to move at the pace I do. And only move your arms as high or as wide as you can easily get them in one easy, natural breath. I don't want you to change your breath, but just let your natural breath help your arms and your body flow in the natural rhythm of the moves I'm suggesting. So breathe in, your arms float up. Breathe out, and they sink all the way back down. And then the last time for this move, breathe out, let your hands sink down, and at the bottom just relax and let go. And then with the next in-breath, bring your hands up and turn your hands in and spread your arms out. And as you breathe out, let your hands float back in towards your chest and then just gently sit down. So your hands draw a Y shape in the air. As you breathe in and your hands spread out, imagine your chest and lungs expanding. And as you breathe out, just feel everything relax and let your hands relax back in and back down. And as you breathe in, maybe you could imagine that you're breathing in a good positive energy, maybe the feeling that you know you need at the moment. And as you breathe out, imagine yourself breathing out any stress or tension like racing. Breathe in, hands spread out, and almost feel that pulling good energy down into your lungs. Breathe out and just relax and let go. And then your hands float up and then spread out. As you breathe out, they relax back in and back down. And then the last time for this move. And at the bottom, just relax and let go. And let your hands hang loose by your side and take a moment to just breathe. Just be in this moment. And when you're ready, open your eyes and with your next in-breath, raise your hands up to form an arch at a convenient height that works for you. As you breathe out, sit slightly on your left knee and let your right arm float down and maybe turn your head to look at your right arm. As you breathe in, bring your hand up, let your eyes follow your palm up and then do the same on the other side. Breathe out, you look at your palm, you send energy down. And as you breathe in, you bring energy in from the room. Breathe out, let one hand float down. As you breathe in, the hand comes back up. You bring your weight back to balance. And then the last time for this move. Breathe in, bring your hands up. And then as you breathe out, turn your hands out and just let your hands sweep all the way down by your sides, all the way to the bottom. And as you breathe in, let your hands rise up. As you breathe out, I want you to imagine that you're breathing energy along your arms and into your hands. And as your hands sweep down, maybe you can imagine that you're pushing away any clouds that surround you. Breathe in, your hands rise up. Breathe out, push away the clouds, and maybe you can give those clouds a name if you've got a particular negative feeling. Imagine yourself pushing it away. And as you breathe in, maybe you can imagine yourself breathing in the feeling that you want to replace it. And as you breathe out, you push the negative feeling out. You're making space for the good energy, the good feelings are coming. As you breathe in, let your hands rise up. Breathe out and let them sink down by your side. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then the last time for this move. Breathe out. Let your hands float down by your side. And then as you breathe in, bring your hands up into position in front of your abdomen. As you breathe out, turn from the waist, keeping those core muscles engaged. And as you do, let one hand drift out to one side. As you breathe in, turn back to face the front, and the hand comes back in to the centre. And then do the same on the other side. And every time you take your hand out, imagine you're collecting good and positive energy in. And as you breathe in, you bring that good, positive energy in towards you. As you breathe in, you can imagine that you're breathing that good, positive energy in. Breathe out. Turn from the waist, letting one hand drift out. As you breathe in, turn back to the front. And as you do, that hand gets pulled back in. And then the last time for this move. Breathe in. Bring the hand back in and imagine you're breathing in that good and positive energy. And breathe out, let your hands relax. And then bring them into position. Similar position to the previous move, ready to balance the chin. As you breathe in, run your hands around the outside and over the top, an imaginary ball of energy. And as you breathe out, just let your hands sink down through. Be careful with this move, take your hands no higher than your heart. With this move, you're getting your energy back to lower dantian, where traditional Chinese medicine sees your energy being stored just about the level of the belly. Breathe in, run your hands around the outside and over the top of the ball, and as you breathe out, let them sink down. And then the last time for this move, let the bottom just relax and let go. And then get your hands by your side across in front of your abdomen, whatever is comfortable for you. And just for a moment, I want you to stand really still, really quiet, and just let everything settle. And then when you're ready, open your eyes. And I'd like to invite you to get yourself into a comfortable position, ready for a short mindfulness session, short mindfulness meditation. Now, the beginning of the meditation will be signaled as ever, by the sound of the singing bowl. And my normal starting point is to ask you to follow the sound of the singing bowl as it fades away. So take a moment, get yourself comfortable. Close your eyes if you want to. It can help some people focus, but you don't have to. I'd like to invite you to listen to the sound of the singing bowl and to follow the sound when it starts to fade away. So follow the sound of the singing bowl as it fades away. Don't go searching for the sound, just be aware of when the sound stops reaching your ears. Then I'd like to invite you to become aware and to focus on where your body is being supported by the chair or bed or wherever you are sitting or lying. Really become aware of where your body touches what is supporting you. Maybe you can imagine gravity pulling you a little further down so you become a little more relaxed into the bed or chair. And if you're seated, as you do this, just let your shoulders relax a little bit more, just sink into the chair. Then I want you to bring your attention to your breathing. I don't want you to change your breath in any way. I just want you to become aware of what you notice with every in-breath and every out-breath. Maybe you notice the movement of air in your nose or throat. Maybe you're aware of muscles moving. Maybe in the muscles of your abdomen. Maybe the muscles of your chest. Just keep your mind focused on what you can sense with every breath. Keep your mind focused on just this breath coming in, just this breath going out. And if you discover that your mind starts wandering away, well, that's natural. But I don't want you to be critical of yourself. If you've noticed that your mind has wandered away, when you notice that your mind has wandered away, congratulate yourself. Maybe make a mental note of what you were thinking about. It may be something you need to think about later, but for now, let that thought drift away like clouds in a summer sky, and gently lead your mind back to focusing on this breath coming in, just this breath going out. Not trying to change anything, just noticing every in-breath and every out-breath. Just being aware of how your body feels and what you are feeling in this moment. It's very natural for minds to wander, and it's very common for part of your mind to be thinking, this is silly, I don't have time for this. And if that's what you find yourself thinking, that's okay. That's natural. Just notice where your thoughts have gone. Congratulate yourself on noticing, and then gently lead your mind back to focusing on every in-breath and every out-breath. And you may notice that every breath is not identical. That the breath that you're taking now is not quite the same as the one that went before. Or maybe you don't notice anything. The important thing is that you are aware of what you do notice. You can't fail at this as long as you are aware of what you notice. Now, if earlier during this session you identified a particular emotion that you really need to be feeling at the moment, I want you to bring that emotion to the front of your mind. And if you aren't aware of any particular emotion that you need, just see what happens. But we all have a place deep inside us where a secret store where we can keep those good feelings for when we need them. And we all know what those particular good feelings feel like. We know how we feel when we're happy, calm, confident, relaxed, peaceful. Whatever feeling you really need at this moment, I want you to find that place where you keep those feelings. With your next in-breath, I want you to imagine that you're breathing down deep into that place. And as you breathe out, you carry that feeling around your body. First of all, I want you to imagine that feeling being breathed down into your toes, and then into your feet, and through your ankles, and all the way up your legs, through your knees, and all the way along your thighs to your hips and buttocks. And then that feeling rises up from your buttocks into your abdomen, through your chest, and all the way up your back and your sides, all the way to your shoulders. And maybe your shoulders relax just a little bit more. And as you do, that opens a gateway so those feelings can tumble down your arms all the way to your fingertips. And you fill up your fingers and your hands, your wrists, through your arms to your elbows, and then back up to your shoulders. And then finally, those feelings get breathed through your neck into your head and face. And just take a moment to be aware of the whole of your body filled with that good feeling that you've chosen. Just be aware, every part of your body filled with that feeling. Then I want you to let your attention start to drift out. Maybe become aware of the touch of clothes on your skin. Become aware once again of the way that your body is being supported, and be aware of where your body is touching the chair or the bed. And then gradually let yourself become more aware of sounds that naturally reach your ears. Just become aware of sounds inside and outside the room. Bring yourself back to more normal awareness, and as you do, slowly open your eyes. But as you bring yourself back to normal awareness, keep in the front of your mind the idea that you can take this good feeling with you through the rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly enjoyed doing it. Feel free to leave any comments below this video. And as ever, if you've got anything specific that you'd like me to do next week, either PM me or leave a comment below so I can include it. Enjoy the rest of your day.